Good. Okay, let me walk over to the camera. All right, now I'll talk because I'm at the microphone. I think the card is here. What better day to do a PSA reveal than a day, 2 days after Neo makes a video about how worthless PSA 9s are, and 10 minutes after the Handsome Leper makes a video about how worthless all grading companies are except Tag, because we're tag bots here at the MMA Love Show. It's the Onlycards podcast show. Time when Luke stands here and talks to himself. I was instructed by friends of the show to change out the cards that are blessing us. So we'll have our one-of-one instant of Joanna Champy, Jan Jacek retiring, and our one-of-one instant of Zhang Weili back-fisting her to retirement. Very important. May they bless us and keep us and watch over us. Because for whatever reason, PSA and all of their wisdom has sent us the express order after they sent us the value plus order. Go figure. I have like a 10 bullet point list of bullshit to go through. So let us start at 0.5, 0.5, 2 cards sold just now on eBay. A Marab 2023 Prism Auto. He does actually sign his name that way. Marab Divalishvili. Say it like it looks. Divalishvili. And a Bryce Mitchell Blue Wave Prism. Actually, kind of bummed because these are growing on me and I kind of want to do the whole set. But like everything, I really don't need another set to collect. So 20 for that and 5 for this or so, I think, maybe something like that. Maybe 15 and 5. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. eBay can't do combined shipping, so people end up paying twice, so I have to go through and fix it. And that sucks, but it is something I will do for you too. So if you buy 2 cards, please request a combined invoice to save me time and sanity. Now, the part you've been waiting for. The PSA reveal. It's been a really good day. There's a PSA logo. And I'm not just saying that. It's not because I got this card in the mail either. It's been a really good day. A lot of good stuff has come around. I don't know what happened, but I don't know. I don't feel like I deserve it. But this card was maybe this card had a dented corner. But this card is pristine. Centering. Pristine edges and corners. I pulled this card. You remember it from a previous video. And the difference in price in PSA, John Jones, the GOAT, with a fight coming up for the heavyweight title to defend the heavyweight title against the former heavyweight champ. Sending to PSA for me was instant liquid money. But as we found out last week, maybe not. Maybe not so much. So, without further ado, the dude who only beats himself, John Jones, first auto, PSA 9. I will not be cracking and resubmitting this. All you tag bots, you stop it. I don't hate it. But I should mention, I thought it would get a 10. Let me grab a stand. Grab the chicken stand. That back there. This card I paid $164 to grade that card. On the off chance it got a 10 and was worth $3,000 or so, Now it's worth $2,000 or so. And I will list it on my Instagram tonight. Late at night on the Pacific Coast, early in the morning for you East Coasters, and you can all DM me tomorrow with your offers. It's probably worth more than $2,000. I don't know. What? It doesn't matter. So we learned last week. And we learned just now in the Handsome Lepers video that tag will give you this precise number, and it will tell you why you got that precise number, 938, on your John Jones rookie card. And PSA will not do such a thing. PSA will give you a number. They are making graders notes sometime next year, I think. But it's important to remember that unless you want to flip it immediately, and I don't really care about selling stuff for less than I think it's worth or worth to me, I'm not going to do that. So, after speaking with the committee all week, I think that video went up a couple days ago. I spoke with the committee for the last couple days. This card, I paid $59 to grade that card. It's not worth that in a PSA 8, at least according to recent eBay comps. It's not worth $69 either, Sean. So I'm going to crack this one in a future video, and it's going to go to tag. I want to know why they think this is an 8, because I think it's a 9 or probably a 10. It's possible. It is possible, though unlikely, that there is a tiny imperfection by the holder on the left corner where my thumb is, on the edge of the card. And it is possible, though unlikely, that the same thing exists right at the top of the card between the two red letters and the word in the center, where it says center by my thumb, and the next letter over, that little white speck. I think that white speck is part of the photograph. So, what is wrong with this card? Maybe the top edge. Enough to make it an 8? I have no idea. Nor do I particularly trust PSA, especially after Sean's last video. The Handsome Lepers video. Look him up on YouTube and subscribe for all your tag bot content. I'm not grading company agnostic. I prefer tag for my personal collection at this point. I wish they graded relic cards because I have a lot of relic cards that are super freaking cool, man. But time being what it is, they'll get to it eventually because time is infinite. In the meantime, I will crack this on a future video. I will resubmit it to tag. I will keep the one that is a lower grade and probably sell the one that is a higher grade because I don't actually care about having the highest grade. Selling the higher grade card just helps me buy more cards. And then there are certain things that I will never sell unless you pay me $10 million per cards. Genki Sudo writing "We're all one" on his fucking autograph sticker being one of those. I'm a little fired up too. The leper got me fired up. The other thing that fired me up, we'll get to some rips. We got some rips to rip. The other thing that fired me up was this video by Neocards and Neocards and Comics about PSA 9s and how worthless they are. And the content of the video itself really didn't bother me that much. It's a fact. PSA 9s do not command a great deal of value. What bothered me about the video were the number of people in the comments that were just basically telling on themselves. And I really recommend you go look at his video that came out a day ago or 2 days ago. Because people were in there talking about it, and they're talking, yeah, I buy PSA 9s, and I crack them, and I sell them on eBay or to people looking for gems. I sell them looking for people looking to submit cards to get gem mints because they think they will get a gem mint. Because grading is so inconsistent that you can resubmit a PSA 9 multiple times and eventually get a 10. I'm not... I can see the value in making money because we live in America and it is very hard out there. And the vast majority of people do not have the savings in their account that to afford a new tire on their car, to afford a new timing belt on their car, to afford gas when it gets out of control. And I feel that it even bothers me when I see it. I'm not all for it. I understand. And that's why I understand why they would say that. But it doesn't even sound like they think they're ripping people off. Because in a sense, they're not. In a sense, they're saying, you can buy this card and have just as much a chance of getting a 10 as you have of getting a 9. And the 10 is worth double the value. So the bullshit kind of rolls downhill and you have people taking advantage of that. And that's, for me, that's just sad as fuck. Because I feel like an asshole saying this, but this should be a lot more fun than that. You know, like ripping people off shouldn't be a good time. If I want to keep the cards and just, you know, stack them up in a multi-listing on eBay for $5 each, even though they're $1 cards on auction, and somebody needs one that they need for their collection, like a fairly well-centered Hendo light blue or whatever, that feels a lot less like ripping someone off than knowingly cracking a 9, not disclosing it, and selling it raw. Or like, you know, give the pedigree of the card. Like I made the listing for the Chev and I revised it because I want you to know if you're gonna buy that Shevchenko that came back as oversized and tag wouldn't grade it, you should know that. If I get cards and I list them on eBay, I tend to say where they came from. I got them in a whatnot listing, ripped them myself. Like if I put this on eBay, ripped it myself, submitted it myself, etc., etc. Yeah, everybody lies. Yeah, everybody rips each other off, but I don't. It just seems so scuzzy to me. To why, like, there's other ways to flip cards that don't involve being disingenuous. So anyway, that's my boomer rant. It's less. I'm not trying to diatribe about any one person or anything like that. I was just really surprised, like, that everyone would not only do that. I know people do that. I know they do that, but that everyone would just kind of brag about it in the YouTube comments. I guess I'm kind of, like, maybe I'm not on Rumble enough, you know. I'm not terminally online and just reading horrific shit all the time, I guess. So that's my boomer rant about that. Which leads into what this is about for me. This is about having fun. This is about losing money. And I'm very good at both. I'm here for stupid, ridiculous shit. Like buying this card for $300 fucking dollars, having someone in Japan buy it used and then ship it to me a week later, and then grading it and then looking at it every single day. Because Genki Sudo wrote, "We are all one" on his sticker. Like that's what it's about for me. And someone in the comments of one of the last videos hit me up and they're like, "I'm enjoying this and I'm going to get back into cards." And I immediately said, buy what you want and assume it will lose value. Because if you want stuff that gains in value, I have some really good investments. Like, I don't know, just buying shares of SPY because it'll eventually go up or something like that. Maybe just have a 401k. Cardboard UFC fighters seems like riskier than Bitcoin. like who is gonna remember her in 15 years? No one is gonna care. Except me, because it's fun. It's fun as hell. It's really fun to just get stupid pieces of cardboard with people's pictures on them and get them graded. It's really fun to do that. So have some fun. Get an on-card auto of someone no one cares about. Jinyu Frey just lost to a girl who had staph coming from her orifices. That is something I will never forget now. Have some fun. And Frey, I really hope that you do not now have staph as well, because that is disgusting. Mikey Brown giving us Joanna's coach, Mike Thomas Brown. Come on. So, Jesus Christ, have fun with this stuff. Speaking of having fun, it's time for a Blastme. You may know, you may not know, but I'm on eBay a lot because I have a lot of saved searches, and I will occasionally bid on all the sealed product I see. I'll just go through the whole thing of every sealed UFC box. I'll bid on it. And I'll have a price in mind. My price in mind for these is $20 total. This one cost me $21 because I am bad at math and don't know how to calculate sales tax. You may also remember that I just ripped one of these a couple weeks ago for $20. And I got all these base cards and one goddamn silver Jack Hermanson. So I got Panini'd. And I need Panini to have a little redemption here. To at least give me a green. I'm not asking for much. A green Pulsar? No, just a green. Great Horse had a video where he found a bunch of tags in this thing. There are no tags in this thing, which makes me think there is nothing of value in this thing, which makes me think people have figured out how to break the barcodes. Whatever. Let's rip it. Let's rip it before the camera overheats again. We got, hey, there she is. Champy. There he is, Brock. Hold on a second. Okay, just FYI, it's not the same picture from 2022 Donruss. He just always looks like that. This one, he's he's much pinker. Bruce Leroy and the Nightmare. Next one. Mackenzie taking out all of her anger from her divorce on Angela Hill. Dern. Pantoja, your current flyweight champ. Hermanson again. And GSP. These are called... What are these called? These are called... I can't remember what this insert set is called, but it's supposedly iconic or something like that, but I don't care for it. That's fine. I will at least get some base cards that I need, so, you know, whatever I can do. Whatever the silver lining is of buying a $20 blaster and getting completely skunked. By the way, no parallels yet. Paulo Costa fighting the entire crowd at Abu Dhabi. Bless. Jeff, Hands of Steel, Neal, Colby, the Cringe Covington, Mackenzie Dern again. These cards are so bent, they are almost bent as much as a banana. A Yuri, it's good. Julian Paiva, who is... I thought he was not in the UFC anymore, but maybe I'm wrong. Volko, Cejudo, and a fearless Yuri Prochazka. Yuri Prochazka. The Black Beast about to fight in Brazil. Bobby Knuckles. Chucky Olives. The Man Who Killed USADA. And final pack. Still no... Somebody just get at me in the comments and tell me if I'm supposed to have more than one silver in these. Because I've opened blasters and I've gotten silvers and greens in every pack. Jan, Blackjack. Li Jinglang, the Leech. I didn't know this was his rookie year. That's awesome. Cody Stamen, and a silver Leron Murphy rookie card. I would say I need to lower my consideration of value for the Prism Blasters from 2022. There it is. Panini'd on another blaster. And I'm going to have to wash that out of my mouth with a few more packs of Tops from 2020 because I still have a live auto in that box. We're still recording. Yeah, we're still recording. I didn't realize I would diatribe like that, so my apologies if I offended you. But somebody had to say it. I'm here for the fun. And to lose money, obviously. Jessica I. Song Yadong. Highlight reel of Adesanya. Donald Cerrone. More Cejudo. Ooh, silver Tito Springer. Nice. The Gift. Dagestani spinning shit. More Dagestani, but not spinning shit. This dude is so good at MMA. It is incredible. Give him his props. I love Volk, and Volk would be the GOAT if he had beat Islam Makhachev, but Islam Makhachev is so good. And speaking of good at MMA, Jermaine Durand to me. Give me another. Give me another. All right, Irene Aldana, Valentina Shevchenko, George, Darren Till, Vulcan No Time Ozdemir, another silver, Khalil Round. Oh, hell yes. A silver Khalil Roundtree Jr. That makes me stoked. Refractored for the PC. So, not always winning, but always honest. But when this dude gets violent, go and watch some of his finishes or just some of his fights. He'll knock a dude down and then just start kicking them in the body as hard as he possibly can. Just the ground and pound you wish to see in the world. Because it's not ground and pound. He's just soccer kicking you in the ribs because he's not allowed to soccer kick you right in the face. Bring back soccer kicks. Pride never die. Mara Romero Barella. Curtis Razor Blades. Yair. And iconic picture of Israel Adesanya. Okay, that's it. I got something I like. I got something I'm happy for. Khalil Roundtree soccer kicks to a grounded opponent. Fucking bless you guys. Put Genki Sudo front and center. Don't forget that we were all one. Because that's really the thing is, if we're all one, why would you rip each other off?